Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Saz. It's nice to meet you. Yes, I have been a little bit absent, but I am back with a banging palette. So if you want to see what that is, then just continue watching. It is November, and what happens in November? Black Friday sales. And of course, Plouise like to go just that one step further and do Black Friday sales for the entire month, launch a brand new collection and put that straight on sale. So we have a couple of bits from that to test out. Obviously, I went for this big palette. I couldn't think of a word for a second. I went for the big palette. This is, I believe, 50 shades. And it is the AM to PM, no risk, no magic, 11 palette. And it looks absolutely stunning. This is just the outside packaging. That's absolutely stunning. So this was launched at £29.40, which was 30% off because it is meant to be £42. And this is the back, and it does have stuff on the back, but I'm not going to attempt to read it out. And this is what the inside is looking like. It's absolutely stunning. I have done close-ups, but unfortunately I am not swatching it because it will take me absolutely forever. But anyway, the only other thing I did get from the collection is a setting spray. This is the Ready Set Slate setting spray, and I believe this was £12. I just double check, but there were other stuff launched in this collection. So there was 5 mini palettes, a bit like the Stack 'em Up ones. They were £11.70, but I didn't get any. So this is definitely not first impressions of this palette. The first look that I did, I just didn't really enjoy. So we're just going to restart and we're just going to do something creative. I've seen a look by Lexi Lala, and she does this one, and she's got this one as well, and I just think that they just look really fun. So we're just going to use that as a bit of inspiration and stuff like that. So we're going to do one side first, I think, and then I don't know whether to base both, and then because I like the way it joins up in the middle and it's just creative and different, and I feel like I just need to just have fun rather than really focus on trying to get a really good look down. So I'm gonna have fun and hopefully it will turn out okay. So I did use the Beauty Bay Eye Base in white actually for this, because I don't have that much left in my 0.5 so of my Plouise. So yeah, I'm just gonna base the other side up, and then I'll sort of like a bit like a mask. I don't usually like prime and stuff underneath, but I feel like I probably should have done base first, but I just don't like doing that because then if it falls on your face, then you've got to, yeah. Anyway, so we're just gonna have fun. I am gonna kind of follow her colour theory of doing yellow and then like pinks and purples and then the greens, and I think she does do purple this side as well. So I'm just going to follow the colour theory, and then I'm just gonna add gems and stuff like that. So yeah, it's going to be fun. I'm going to have fun. Okay, I'm going to use a Plouise. This is an F17. She says a face brush, but I think I just use brushes for whatever. So I'm going to go in with Wait a Minute, which is like a really dark. I'm just going to start tapping. I feel like the white base will definitely be better for like the yellows, and I'm just going to just tap away. I feel like sometimes we do get a little bit lost in getting looks out that look good, and you kind of then sort of get a little bit lost in that and forget to have fun, which I think I did today, and I think that's why I didn't like it. But also I did feel like the colour went a little bit patchy and I just wasn't happy. But we're just going to do something that I have never done before. I've never done sort of a look like this before, ever. So this is going to be interesting. Try and build up the yellow, and then I'm going to go into, and remember that I don't have as much like space in the eyes as some people, but I feel like it's a little bit the colour is a little bit difficult to sort of really layer. I feel like you can kind of still see a lot of the whites through. I'm just going to try and like lay it down as much as I can. You should probably use like a colour base. I'm going to go into ready, set, go. I'm just going to just go crazy basically. Just sort of blend things, and this is actually quite fun. I haven't done a look like this ever. I know I never usually would because it's not really my kind of look. I've just gone into leave your mark. I'm just sort of blending the yellows and this looks so crazy at the moment, but right. Now I'm going to do this side, and I'm going to use some pinks and then go into the purple, and there's actually a really nice sort of lilac in this. So I'm going to use the shade Sequence first, and I'm just going to take it on a big fluffy brush. This is a UC19. Oh, that is stunning. It's so horrible outside, guys. It looks really nasty. And just sort of patting. I'm going to go into slightly lighter pink and before I go into the purple, I think. I'm not too keen on the actual base that I've got on. I find it's not the best, but I need to get another Plouise base, but they're all sold out. Although my other half was like, oh, why do you want a white one? I might actually ask him for the white one because I think it will come in handy with looks like this. I'm just going to try and sort of blend these together. Has anyone watched the new series of Selling Sunset? Mary Lou is literally just sitting there going, ooh, sprinkle some bullshit and mix it up. Sprinkle some bullshit and mix it up. Literally. Honestly, the stuff that happens on this show is literally ridiculous. Right, I'm just going to use the same brush. I'm going to use Gear Up, which is kind of like a peachy pink, but I'm just going to use it just to blend up here. Ooh, look at that. This really isn't going to be like a tutorial. It is just literally me using this palette and just having fun and actually letting go, which I really struggle to do, to be honest. That is really nice. I'm gonna actually mix these now because I actually really like that. That is actually stunning. Oh, I love that shade. And it's just kind of going to be going back and forth with this yellow to mix these in a bit, because they're not really blending in together the best. But I'm just going to try. Right. Now, I'm going to use a smidgen of a pink, like a bright pink, I think, in the outer corner, and then go into purple. Yeah, I'm going to do that. So I'm going to go into Pink Heaven, and then I'm going to use Do Not Disturb, which is like a pale pink. Just to... This is a Trigwell T08. I'm not sure this is really the best brush for this bit, but... Can you see it? Yeah, I like that. I feel like because it's a little bit lighter than the shade in between, it's sort of, because I'm not going to use a dark purple. I'm going to have so many brushes to clean. But yeah, can you see it's sort of making it go into, make it a little bit lighter. And then I'm going to use the same brush. I'm going to use the light pink, just to blend. I feel like it's gone a little bit weirdly patchy there. I'm just gonna take the two shades that you used and then tap over. That's better. Okay, I'm feeling much happier. I'm gonna mix the two shades I was using to just bring this out. Yeah, I'm really happy with this so far. So who is excited for Christmas? I'm so excited for Christmas, but I have a bit of a love-hate relationship with Christmas, to be honest with you. I don't know if anyone else does, but I feel like where my family's so like large, it's just gets a little bit stressful, like having to be here and there, and I just feel sometimes when it's just like just so full on, it kind of sometimes makes Christmas feel a little bit stressful. But I'm really looking forward to Christmas, to be honest with you. I'm going to be actually celebrating Christmas with my niece and nephew, and I don't think I've ever seen my baby niece on Christmas Day. I don't think I actually have. It's just because, like, got to go here, there and everywhere, and it just, you know, but obviously I've seen her at Christmas. But anyway, right, so I think I'm going to mix a couple of purples. So I'm going to use this one here and this one here, and then these two as well. So I'm going to mix those four basically where my fingers are, and then go. I'm trying to just like make sure I've got enough base down. I've like literally never done a look this crazy before. I've obviously done like Halloween looks and stuff like that, but anyway. So I'm literally, I think, I'm mixed Clockwork Mechanism, which are the darker two of each end, and one's like a pinky purple, one's like a bluey purple. I'm just gonna just, yeah, and then we're just gonna bloop, 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 bloop. Yeah, I really am looking forward to Christmas. It's my first Christmas engaged. My other half is gonna be like when we have our last Christmas, when we're like before we get married, he's just gonna, don't worry, I'm wearing a jumper. It's like last Christmas I missed at that point and stuff like that, but just because I know that he'll hate it. So I feel like I might need to put a bit more base down here, although I am liking it, so I just feel like might need to extend like the purple once I've got base actually on, and I feel like under the eyes as well, because I definitely should have done my base first, but I just am a eyes before base kind of gal, and it just doesn't work for me. But once I've got my base down, I can blend this out a bit more, so try not to think too much about that for me, please. Right, okay, so she goes greens and then blues, so I am gonna go greens and blues. So I'm just trying to use her color theory. I did see she had used it looks a bit like an orange there, but I don't have an orange in this palette, so we're just going to, yeah, we're just going to use the color theory, color scheme sort of thing on her side. Then right, okay, so the blues and greens are these top ones. I think I'm going to focus on this row and this row. I'm gonna do, I think, what was it? I just completely went off into my own world, and then I got distracted because Missa messaged me, because I told her before. I was like, oh, I wiped, and she was like, I have too. Right, okay, so yeah, right, I'm gonna go into Never Look Back, which is this gorgeous greeny bluey shade. Oh, that one is actually a really, really stunning shade. Oh, I like that. I'm just going to use the same brush because I'm just using the same shade basically. I'm using the shade Better Version. I'm going to use that to blend into the yellow and a little bit at the top. This shade, these two shades are actually incredibly easy to work with. I'm loving that shade. And then I'm going to use AM to PM, which is like a pastel kind of green. It's more green than the other two shades. I'm just going to use that to blend up here. I think I just really sort of put my mirror and you couldn't see what I was doing. I do apologise. And then just, yeah, I like that. Right, and then we're going to go into Blue Tick and Day by Day. I don't want to use anything darker than those two, to be honest with you. And so we're going to blend and we're going to do purple. So she definitely used purple on this side as well, which just makes sense because it kind of then ties it all in together. Ooh. It's literally like an explosion of colour. Okay, so I'm going to do the same with the purples, use Clockwork and Mechanism. just and then Lilac Skies and Tea Party. But we're gonna come back to the purple because I'm not gonna go too crazy with it right this second, because I want to do my base. But this is what we've got so far. Right, I'm going to do my base, and then we can do the under the eyes and stuff. I just need my base on to do that, so I'm going to do that, and then not bothered to set my base at the moment because obviously we're just going to be adding colour. But I actually used the Cowlick by Made by Rachel for blush to bring it all in together. So I'm just going to start to basically blend this all out a bit more. Okay, so under eyes I'm going to mix all the yellows that I used and start sort of, I didn't set my under eyes, so hopefully it will stick to the concealer. So I'm just mixing the first two shades at the moment. It seemed to be sticking to the concealer sort of pretty well, to be honest. And then I'm going to go in with the lighter one and just sort of blend the top and bottom and underneath a little bit. Okay, right, now I'm going to do this side. I'm going to use the first two sort of pinky shades I used, and I've just mixed them together. And just going, so she goes quite sort of far, but she blends her sort of into her blush. But I decided to use purple up here, so just tapping that. Okay, it's not doing too bad. And then we're just gonna use the other two pink shades. I feel like this is definitely trust the process. And then the purple, gonna feel like it's gone patchy here, and it just makes the rest of the purple just look out of place. I'm going to use slightly bigger brush. I'm going to use this one for to blend it down. I feel like that's going to make it a little bit better. So annoying when you've got loads of little baby hairs that just keep, but and then just use See what I mean? Like here it just looks a bit, I don't know, I think I might be nitpicking. Right, let's do this side. Right. Just choose using the same shades. And then the two blues. I feel like the two blues under the eye aren't really working as well. And then we're just going to use the big brush for the purple. I will say I feel like the purple and the blue have kind of blended a little bit better in together than the pink and the purple. Sorry, I keep putting my mirror like right in front of where you guys want to see. I feel like just some, I feel like I'm nitpicking, but I feel like parts just don't look like they're blended, but I'm just gonna try and right, I'm going to add some bits and pieces, but I'm going to do it off camera because it's detail work and I need to be quite close to my mirror to do that. So yeah, this is what it's like at the moment, and we'll come back and I'll show you what it's like once I've actually added some bits and pieces. Okay, I'm finished. I added some pearls and a butterfly, and I did cheat. I did use Drip Drip for my shimmer, but there just wasn't one that I wanted to use in the palette. I kept the lips literally plain. It is literally just a silk balm from Huda Beauty, and lower lashes I put a little bit of lash, like quite a nude on, and then I used some Doll Individuals just to, you know. The only thing I think I need to do is extend the white a little bit here. I did that white liner like that because I thought it would tie in well with my little butterfly I did. So it's just tiny. I quite like this product. This is NYX eyeliner, but I despise the brush that it comes with. But what do we think? I'm so glad I managed to end up finding a look that I really liked and enjoyed. I think this palette is incredible. The pigment is absolutely insane, and you do have so much variety of shades. I do wish there was maybe a white shimmer that was just that silver sparkle, because this is actually like a greeny reflex. But otherwise, absolutely love this. I think it's really good value for money. It's 50 shades for £29. So yeah, but finally we got through and played. Also, I did use this. This is really nice. This setting spray, it's glorious. It has a nice floral scent, but it's not overly scented. But yeah, I think it just looks really, really good. But anyway, that is it for today. I have so many brushes to clean and so much mess to clear up, but I hope you guys have enjoyed something slightly different from me. Anyway, I'm gonna go now, so bye.